Last episode, I talked about how easy it is to become a good client without realizing to become slightly further away from yourself. And this is where something important tends to happen next. People often assume that if they understand themselves clearly enough, change will follow. If they can name the pattern, if they can trace it back, if they can explain it well, then something inside them will finally shift. But insight and self-trust are not the same thing. Insight is cognitive. It can happen quickly. It can happen in a session, in a book, in a single moment of recognition. Self-trust is different. Self-trust is what happens when you stay with your own experience while it's happening without immediately translating it into something more acceptable. You don't override it. You don't intellectualize it. The moment your body signals discomfort, confusion, hesitation, and you don't rush to explain it away. It's slower, less linear, less impressive on the surface, which is why people often miss it entirely while focusing on insight. You can become incredibly skilled at understanding yourself and still leave your own experience at the exact moment it matters most. This is why therapy can sometimes feel like it's working on one level while nothing really changes on another. Because understanding yourself isn't the same as staying with yourself. The moment you notice, I don't actually agree with that, and you don't override it. For many people, disagreement once had consequences. So even a small moment like, I'm not sure that fits, can feel loaded. Not intellectually, but somatically. Like something is at risk. So instead of saying it, you refine it internally. You translate it into something more acceptable, more coherent, more understandable. And in doing that, you lose the raw signal that therapy is actually trying to help you hear. Not the polished version, the early one. The one that hasn't been explained yet. The one that still lives in sensation instead of language. That's the part that leads somewhere new. And this is where we can name the shift more clearly. The goal isn't to become someone who never questions themselves. It's to become someone who can notice the moment they leave themselves, then come back. Even in real time, even in the presence of someone who once felt like the authority, even in a room designed to help you, because that's where the pattern reveals itself most clearly, not in obvious dysfunction, but in sophisticated adaptation. So the question isn't, am I doing therapy right? It becomes, am I still in contact with myself while I'm doing this? And if not, what pulled me away? That's the work underneath all of this. Not becoming a better client, but becoming someone who can stay with their own experience long enough for it to become trustworthy again.